In today's video, we're going over 4 different surf reels at 4 different price points for you to invest in during this season. Let's go. If you're new here, I'm Paulie. I've been fishing my entire life. I've been making YouTube fishing videos since 2009. I've got 750 videos on this channel alone and a bunch other on some other channels. I'm a Long Island surf fishing guide. I do this for a living. I take clients out for striped bass, fluke, and bluefish, and so much more. But today we're gonna talk about the 4 surf reels that I use the most when I'm fishing for myself, making YouTube videos, or taking clients out fishing. So coming in at number 1 is the Daiwa BG. This is about $150. A very, very good first surf reel. If you're just getting into surf fishing, I would highly suggest getting a $150 Daiwa BG. This has a max drag of 22 pounds. I like to put 30-pound braid on all of my surf fishing reels for the most part. You can get about 400 yards of that onto this spool. This is a 5,000 series. I wouldn't really go up too much higher, maybe a 6K at most for striper fishing, but really this is a bulky reel. You can bring in about 47 inches per handle crank, and it roughly weighs about 22.5 ounces. So imagine that, it's about 1.5 pounds worth of reel right here in your hand. Anything bigger is gonna be really, really heavy. Remember, I've told you in different videos where you're taking big casts, throwing with your shoulder, your core, and your back. You got a belt on or a strap around with a surf bag. So just be careful. You don't really want to go too much bigger than this. This has been very, very good for both surf fishing with plugs and bait fishing. So next is the Shimano Saragossa. This is one of my favorite surf reels that I have. And in a couple videos ago, I told you about if I were to recommend a 5,000 or a 6,000 size reel for you, how different brands would have them different sizes, different weights, different drags and such. So this is a Saragossa 6000. And this is a Penn Slammer 6500. So look at the size difference right there. These are, if I were to say a 6,000 or a 65, 5,000, 55, these are technically a 6,000 and a 6,500. So do be careful if you're looking for surf fishing reels or any reels in general, go to the tackle shop and pick them out, because you can say I want a 6,000 size reel and have 2 completely different things. This is 16 ounces. This is a 6,000 size reel at 16 ounces. So Shimano makes some amazing gear, super lightweight, durable, strong, and not so big and bulky. This has done very good things for me. I've caught a bunch of big stripers and bluefish on this. If you want to put it up to a 10.6 rod or maybe even a 10 foot, go with a 7 or 8K Shimano Saragossa. This is about $270 depending on where you get it. Could be a little more, could be a little less. But this is what I have paired on my 9 foots, my back bay rods, some more finessey surf fishing rods. Similar to the Daiwa BG, this has 22 pounds of drag and you can bring in about 41 inches per crank. So for something that's not as big and bulky as the BG, super lightweight, it's still just as strong as far as drag and can bring in just about the same amount as the BG. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more expensive than $150, go with the Saragossa 100%. Shimano makes amazing quality gear. So for $350, this is the Penn Slammer DX 6500. This is a fantastic reel as well, but like I said, $350, it's super, super bulky. You can bring in about 42 inches, so compared to this reel at 41 inches per crank, this one brings in 42 and has a max drag of 40 pounds. So the drag is there, the big and bulky is there. It's very, very heavy. I think it's about 24 ounces, so up there with the BG compared to the Shimano Saragossa. This is still a very, very good reel. This is what a lot of my clients use. This is what I use during the fall run a lot. Put 30-pound bass on this, 20-pound bass. So whatever you're looking for, this is a great reel. However, I would suggest going down to a 5,500 as opposed to a 6,500. This will get the job done for stripers and bluefish. However, if you want something a little bit lighter, at the $350 mark, do the 5,500. That will get stripers in, bluefish in, no matter what. You should be very good with that. At $860, depending on where you go, could be more, could be less, we have a Vanstall VSX 200. There is no other reel quite like the Vanstall. This is my go-to reel for every situation. I've made videos where I've talked about all of the reels that I've broken, destroyed, blown up, bent out main shafts, and sometimes it's not even worth fixing. Like if I were to break a Daiwa BG and have to replace a main shaft or some bearings, it's better for me to just purchase a brand new BG. Where this thing, I've had this for 2 seasons and it is a workhorse. I've made videos where I've buried it in the sand, covered it up, let the wash come up, get it all destroyed, pull it out, still cranking, clean. I haven't had this thing serviced yet, and it is perfectly fine. However, a lot of people like to talk about these Vanstalls are packed with grease. They're workhorses. They're not supposed to be as smooth as a Shimano or as smooth as a Daiwa. That's just what these are. These are for swimming. This is for getting hit with sand, wash, dropping in the sand, hitting rocks. These are fantastic reels, and that's why I have one. It's an expensive reel. If you can't afford it, you don't need it. I gave you 3 different options before it. However, this is my go-to. If I could go back and do it all over, the amount of reels that I've broken, I could have bought 2 Vanstalls instead. So if you're very serious about it, you got a $150 BG, you like it, you fish for a season, it's good, you're like, I could do this the rest of my life, purchase a Vanstall. Get that Vanstall and you will not have to worry about reels for the rest of your life. Like I said, I put 30-pound braid on most of my reels, if not all of my reels. You can fit about 500, 550 yards worth of 30-pound on the X2 200. It's great, big power handle, power knob, drag knob. Cinch that down, it's got 42 pounds of drag and it weighs about 24 ounces. Give me 1 second. It weighs 24.1 ounces plus the braided line. So it is a very heavy metal reel. It's completely metal, unlike some other reels that may have some plastic parts or carbon fiber, things like that. If you enjoyed that video, we're going to be starting up longer videos where we talk about these reels with the rods and the lures, whichever one that we're gonna put together with whichever one. So we're gonna talk about for 20-minute plus, we're gonna have seminars where we explain why we're doing, what we're doing, where we're doing, when we're doing it, and with what gear we're doing it. So this is just a quick little breakdown of some of the reels that I like. You've seen them all in the videos past, from spring, summer, fall. You've seen them in use and I've been working with them, so you know they are great reels. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. We're posting every Monday and Thursday here, and do go check out some of the other channels we have. Some of the channels are doing 3 videos a week, and it's fun stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Stay real, smooch and release, and have some fun on the water. We'll see you next time.